The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now the try here for the extra point.
That's crazy because I just literally got in the mag and I'm getting ready.
The point after is good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
I still got to take a shower and stuff.
Is fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Let me know when you get out the shower, okay?
Why?
Because then you got to find something to put on.
Oh, I know. I need to get dressed up.
Okay.
All I got to do is go on the dress up the house. You didn't even read my text message, huh?
You had just sent it and called me.
No, I didn't. Okay. It's okay. There's a 31st hearing, okay?
Okay, it's going to take me a lot longer than 30 minutes to get ready.
On 1st down, Murray. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. This is intercepted. Picked off by Dominic Rogers-Cromartie. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
No, you're
Well,
not.
they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you run into big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
That one goes for 24 yards.
8:35.
Put pretty
We
good
out.
pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and
8:35.
evade people.
And the game come on
the
tonight.
run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And that means you don't want to eat. And that means you don't want penetration. You don't care about the penetration.
Fake here on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'll be there, okay?
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There was
Don't go to sleep.
You
I mean,
have to
don't
fade
lay down,
on
okay?
Early downs like that 1st down there need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah,
wanna do
fortunately
that
for
for me?
him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Why it sound like you lying?
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10 once again from the 28.
Okay. You're gonna go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking for the end zone. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And Callaway taking it in left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass trick in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. They'll come out in the pistol.
Watch him now, Barney.
They'll drop the throw. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he will be brought down well shy of the goal line. Hunt is unable to get in on 4th and goal. And this Cardinal defense comes up to the goal line stand. So out now come the Cardinals. And last time, 1 play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. He's got room to run past the 20. And finally taken down to the 25-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Throwing on first down. Murray forced out to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. A nice job there on the escape.
First and last time doing that shit, buddy.
A 16-yard gain. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll run the option right here on first down. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. From the gun, Murray. He completes it right side to White. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They go back to the ground with Johnson. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Murray. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
It looked good when it left his foot, but he kind of sliced it a little bit, and he winds up missing it wide right.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. He's got it at the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. 50 yards. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. On 2nd down, Johnson. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
Trying a little razzle-dazzle on 3rd and short. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
No. Check. Patriots. Patriots.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Leopard. Watch him now, Barney.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Murray. Now he steps away toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw their verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Murray. He hits White, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. He got 29 yards that time. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. The first down carry here for Johnson. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
To throw on 2nd down, Murray. This will be caught inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. In for the score. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is taken at the 3. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Yeah, this is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now it's Hunt. Oh, now he bowls him over. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the... And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. It's a big play there for the Browns. 58 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this 1st half. A 2nd one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him. Continue.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. On play action, they'll throw. Steps away. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. Incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Well, he's been the guy. Maybe over 100 yards here in the 1st half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Green 39! Green 39!
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. Two minutes to go here in the 1st half. More from Cleveland after this. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back.
My God, bro.
But not before picking up the 1st. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Need heat.
first and 10. Murray dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it.
Kill this little bitch.
Get him out in the flat and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a third down. The Cardinals on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Murray now. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. On first down, Murray. He's going to go for a big
Thank you.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
Come again.
Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie.
Thank you. Come again.
Return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10. They'll set up a throw.
Oh my God, I almost had that shit.
And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll look to throw here. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Fuck, I picked the wrong play.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So after the sack here, 2nd and 14. Here's Murray.
Thank you. Oh no. Madden, stop playing with a real nigga, G. Oh my God.
Now a handoff, Johnson. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. This is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection in their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. To the right side and complete to Njoku. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Leopard! Leopard! Gun! 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 No, 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 no.
Back to throw now on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. He'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. He'll let it go. It's caught inside the 25. Give him 30 yards there.
I'm about to do a disservice to the catch we just saw. One-handed, coming down with it, just like that. Yeah, I know. Odell Beckham Jr. We're used to this, aren't we?
We are.
And that's just wrong on every level. That was spectacular.
Back to throw here. Flushed out right. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Murray, he's going to flip one out here to his running back. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Throwing on first down. Murray finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it's a second down. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. Fighting his way through contact. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big run there by Johnson. 44 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Gone! Detroit!
On 1st and 10, Murray. He's going to look deep down the field. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. As his guys are in for 6, and the Cardinals draw a bit closer. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Hassan Reddick, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. This is Hunt. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 9 yards on the gain there, so from 2nd and 19, now we've got a 3rd and 10.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. Now, they were good last time out with a touchdown drive. This go-around, it's not going to be very easy starting from inside their own 5.
But they shouldn't be daunted by it. You work on this the entire offseason. You work on it in practice. It's called coming out session. Start the ball inside the 5, start on the 5, on the 10. They should be ready to go.
Now Johnson. David Johnson on his way. He's at the 50.
Oh, my fucking God.
30, 20, 10, touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, 97 yards. And the Cardinals are in for 6. And that's only the 3rd time in NFL history we've had a run of exactly 97 yards into the end zone. So we're witnessing a little bit of history right there, partner.
And what makes it that much more impressive for me is that if you're on defense, you're expecting them to run the ball. They're on their own 3-yard line. Not many people risking throwing it, so you expect them to do exactly what they did, yet it still breaks for 97 yards. That's a long way.
And some quick research. The other two, 2014 Lamar Miller. The other
I know the other one.
Okay.
That was 1939. Andy Urim. I was there. Oh, no, I wasn't.
You weren't there. You were almost there. You were a baby at that point. Yeah, 1939. Wow. This is taken at the 3. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throw left side, caught by the tight end in Njoku.
Fucking stumble.
He goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Hunt. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Watch it now, Barney!
Looking to throw. Going for the deep ball. And it'll be
And
intercepted.
fucking incredible.
Positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover as his guys will get the football back. And maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. It was a little bit tougher for him.
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Here we go! Detroit! Detroit!
To throw on 2nd down. Murray throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, Murray. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The tackle there by Patrick Peterson. Well, they know how to protect the pass, but sometimes cornerbacks, they can also stop the run, can't they?
Is that what we call a complete corner? Yeah, because we're so used to these guys just being defenders in the pass game. How about the guys who can come up and make the tackles? That's what we just saw there for no gain, too.
Being chased out left. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. Back to throw.
Throw the fucking ball, Mac.
And he goes down.
Type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to.
Fuck, man.
They've given up a whole lot of sacks.
X was wide the fuck open.
Here's Britton Colquitt as he's on to punt for Cleveland. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taken in at the 22. It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Again, it's Johnson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go.
Watching that, Marty! Marty! Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
On 3rd down, Murray. On the left side, a catch by White. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for Arizona. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb.
Are you fucking serious, man?
Out of the end zone, the push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Now, the 2 points, that's not totally critical at this point. Still a one-score game, but they do have to give away the football with no guarantees they're going to get it back.
Yeah, or at least if they get it back, will they have any time to do anything with it? So they've got to send their defense out there and say, guys, we got to have it right now. Save some time for us.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10.
No. Check. Patriot.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
This fault nigga really finna chew the clock.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Watch you now, Barney. Watch you now, Barney.
Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he powers his way up past the 30. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 6. They go to Johnson again. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
Partner, I think there's a lesson there. Some days you're just having a really tough time, and for the defense, today has been that day. But after that play, what do you learn? You can still make plays even when the other guy's having success against you.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back.